Even though we only have 15 minutes, what I'm going to tell you is only going to be just a little teeny grain of sand of what can be put into a book or a Lifetime movie. You know, I take boxing really seriously, especially boxing coverage on YouTube really seriously, which is what I do. I'm a veteran. I've been doing it for officially 8 years now. 8 years ago, I did my first video 2 days ago, 8 years ago. I am Tstreet Controversy. I didn't give myself that name. This is Tstreet Controversy Live. The name came from I was raised on Turner Street. I was a low-level enforcer trained to be a hitman in my teenage years, middle teenage years, starting at 14 up until about 19 when I went to college. Petty criminal till I was about 27 years old. Then turned my life around. So understand that my passion is bigger than money. I don't need to do this. The people that are important in my life, the people that are watching this video, for example, I have a big custody trial, custody for a little girl, a child. You know how it is you know how difficult it is for a man to win custody of a child, a female child? But guess what? I'm going to win. My whole life is under the microscope every single day. I have to be confident. I have to be strong. I have to be mentally and physically strong as shit. So I've been having some issues, some resistance. My goal is to cover boxing. My goal is to sell tickets. My goal is to not hold any allegiance to anyone. My goal is to not try to use the easy route to get ahead, not try to step on anybody to get ahead. My goal is to do my job. My goal is to report the news to you. I'm just tired. I'm tired. I am tired. I am tired of it. Let me ask you something. Let's talk for a little minute. Do you know what this right here means and why I do it? Let me pull something up for you really quickly. Where are we going to go? We're going to go to comments. Let me read it to you while the comment screen is waiting to load. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, and exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This infringement of copyright is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody. My bad. These comments down here that you see, I got to start a live stream and play some video games with the subscribers in a couple of, about 20 minutes or so, maybe half an hour. I told this guy I was going to give him a shout out right here because he's right. He is right. Bro, stop with the lame FBI thing. Make it transparent at least. And I said, trying. Check out my next video. Gave you a shout out. Brendan Poindexter, even though that's not your real name. Listen, and nobody, and I'm going to name names because you know why? It's because competition makes things more interesting. When people know that they have a rival in any way, shape, or form, whether it's small or low, because I'm small compared to them. Even though I've been around for 8 years, I'm small compared to them. But I want them to step their game up because it will make me step my game up. I already see Fight Hub. They streaming fights. That's good. I like it. I love it. Keep doing it, Marcos. My goal is to sell fights to the hardcore fans and to the scumbag degenerates that feel like I'm going to just stream this fight. You're a piece of shit. Because you know why? Because you're the one who, like, it's crazy because it seems as though there's a disconnect or maybe they're obtuse, but the social media presence, the YouTubers, the people in the comments They are the ones that are buying the fights. They are the ones that are watching the fights. They are the ones who dictate which fights should be made and should not be made. For example, who's ducking who. But yet, writers from... Now, don't get me wrong. I love Kevin Iole. Like, I've been, using his news since motherfucking Facebook was only available if you were only in college. I was at Cheney University at the time. I've been admiring his shit. But the point I'm trying to make is the writers are the most respected and get first dibs when it comes to credentials. They don't get it twisted. I'm a great writer, an excellent writer. For example, if my website if this YouTube channel ever got shut down, or if I felt like giving up on YouTube, I would bury myself in my website that I've built myself. I didn't go to school for none of this. I did not go to school for none of this. But however, we kept getting denied credentials. And we still keep getting denied credentials. So I said, well, maybe if I built a website, maybe, we have original content too, by the way. This is original content. Not all of it. For example, where's it at? This is original content. No, this is not it. Long story short, we do post-fight, pre-fight articles. We do pre-fight. For crying out loud, look at my channel. Playlist, Showtime pay-per-view, Wilder versus Fury. Top Rank on ESPN play. Listen, we cover everything Top Rank ESPN. Sky Sports Zone, cover everything. PBC, Fox, this is a new one, cover everything. The Zone, cover everything. Showtime, cover everything. But I got to a point where it's like, I got to get louder. I was trying to do the whole thing where I don't believe in trying to use other people to get ahead. I don't believe in stepping on the backs of others. I don't believe in taking shortcuts. My channel was organic. For example, I was deeply offended when, where we at? Where are my comments at? I was deeply offended when this dude said this right here. Oh, here we are, right here. Still deeply offended. You seem to have negative connotation towards every non-black fighter. Prove it. If you come with sound proof, I will forward you $50. This is not Boxing Ego or Dante's Boxing Nation. Tstreet, well, you tweaking. Tstreet's the last one. Oh, I thought he was great. I was great going on him too. But the point is this, listen, that's not who I am. The reason why I name drop is not because of clout chasing. I know y'all not going to believe it, but listen, I'm well off in life. I don't need this YouTube shit. I'm doing this because I've always believed that when you start something, you got to finish it and you shouldn't quit. And also, I promised my partner something. It was at one point in time in 2015, I couldn't afford to pay my cable bill. Had hundreds of thousands of dollars, $485,000 exactly, tied up in the courts. Here, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you some real shit right here, because you know why I can do this? Because they fucked up, not me. Let me show you some real shit right here. Let me show you some real shit to show you the type of shit I'm on. This company used to manage my father and my money. This is a review I gave them earlier today. Let's zoom in. Everyone's case is different, and I am not with some blame. But looking back to where me and my father are now compared to then, this company has done irreparable damage to me and my family. I'm confident enough to write this now because I know with proof that they violated their fiduciary duty, basically destroyed our life for 2 years. So it's like this. When I go look, right, and I'll be honest with you, I check in. You can see I check in. You can see it. I check in. When I go look and I see like a guy like this, and by the way, if my video gets copyrighted or taken down because of community guideline strikes, then that means he ratted. But when I go see, let's go find something. When I go see like this shit, and I see this dude, I was doing this shit fucking 5 years ago. So it's like this. I want him to know. I want Fight Hub to know. Where's he at? I want to see his face. Where's he at? Right here. Funny story with this guy. I'm going to tell it one day. And he probably wondering right now because I know he be watching. This guy right here. Now I know what you're thinking. Tstreet, you just motherfucking clout chasing and everything. Yes. I'm clout chasing. I want them all to know. Listen. Get your shit together because you know why? Because competition. Oh, wait, how they used to say? Business is picking up. People like Tstreet, you got 41, Dante's got 190. How are you going to catch up? Well, guess what? Because I was sick as shit. Listen, I admit, I be feeling like a freak because these scars. I can't put into words like the fucking dark ass world I was in for those 18 days. I was in that coma. I cannot put into words. Some of you may have seen the video I did when I was talking about assassins attacked me. Listen, that motherfucking son of a bitch death was chasing me for 3 weeks. Of course you're going to be pissed when you wake up. So I remember sitting on my bed. Right now, this is a family room. It's not a basement because it's like a front door right there. But this is like a den family room where I shoot my videos at. And what I normally do is before I shoot a block of videos, I'll always take a shower. Because you know how you take a shower, you have that fresh, like glowing gleam. You see what I'm saying? I always take a shower, brush my teeth before I shoot a block of videos. So I remember sitting down here doing some videos. I had a cough and everything. And I was like, all right, I always have a cough. I've been motherfucking sick for motherfucking 8 years. So I want to say is take a shower. I remember sitting on my bed, and I remember trying to push myself up. And I was like, what the fuck? And I couldn't get up. And I remember calling my pop. And I was like, you got to call 911. I remember just sitting, you got to call 911. And to fast forward, I remember the EMTs being in my bedroom. And one of the EMTs saying, Tyrell, your name is Tyrell. And she kept saying, Tyrell, don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes. Next thing I remember is now what I'm about to tell you is I'm in a whole different world at this point in time. Next thing I remember is waking up in the hospital in like the dream coma world. And I'm chained to a bed and I'm trying to get up. It's this motherfucking riot or some old shit breaking. Oh, I can't even talk about it. The point is, I remember it was February the 7th when I went into the coma, according to the doctor's reports. February the 25th was when I woke up, or when I remember being coherent. I remember waking up or being coherent in the hospital, looking directly in front of me, and there's like a board. And you know how the board in the hospital would say like your nurse's name, your doctor's name, the date, but the date may have been a day behind or on the day, we don't know, or maybe a couple of days behind. But all I know is I was in a coma for at least 18 days. That's all I know. So at that point in time, my family and friends, who I rarely saw anyway, was already in a panic because they was like, damn, this motherfucker's dead. He gonna die. Let's start preparing for his funeral. And I had already had plenty of scares. I was sick as shit. People used to be making fun of me and thought I was joking or thought I was like being like over dramatic. I was really, really sick. I was really, 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 really sick. It is 3:06 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm Tstreet Controversy. This is Tstreet Controversy Live. We have to take a brief break because I do have to let people know that we are going to be streaming and we are going to be doing my also have to blow my nose. I had while I was under in the coma to help me breathe better to make sure I didn't have the same problems in the future. What they did was I had sinus surgery, so my shit is be like wide open, but I also gather a lot of mucus. It's crazy. Like they really hooked me up. And if this was just the procedure I had was called ECMO. It's a form of life support, but it's like rare and shit. Like. I was supposed to be dead. I mean, not supposed to be, God's will and everything, but it's crazy. But I'll be right back. And we're going to wrap up this video because we don't have much time. Be right back.
He was a friend of mine, and he could sing a song. His heart in every line. Marvin sang of the joy and pain. He opened up our mind, and I still can hear him say, oh, talk to me so you can see what's going on. Say you will sing your song forevermore. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night shift. I bet you're singing proud. Oh, I bet you're full of pride. Gonna be a long night. It's gonna be alright on the night shift. You found another home. I know you're not alone on the night shift. You found another home. I know you're not alone on the night shift.
Jackie, hey, what you doing now? It seems like yesterday when we were working out. Jackie, whoa, you set the world on fire. You came and gifted us. Your love, it lifted us higher and higher, lifted us, and we'll be there at your side. Oh, say you will sing your song forevermore, evermore, evermore.
Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night shift. I bet you're singing proud. Oh, I bet you're full of pride. Gonna be a long night.
Gonna be a long night.
Be alright on the night shift. You found another home. I know you're not alone on the night shift. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night shift.
Whoa, on the night shift.
I bet you're singing proud.
No, he's singing proud.
Oh, I bet you're full of pride.
Oh yeah.
Gonna be a long night.
Gonna be
alright on the night shift.
the night shift.
You found another home. I know you're not alone on the night shift. Gonna miss your sweet voice, that soulful noise on the night shift.
The night shift.
I'll remember you. Ooh, your songs are coming through.
Let me get a little bit of background on who I am. When I first started on YouTube, it was 2010. A friend of mine at the time Don Juan and Banks, he was like, "Yo, yeah, you should do a video on Antonio Margarito versus Manny Pacquiao," and I was like, "Ah, man, I'm not into that motherfucking, motherfucking shit." And I did a video, and it went like 75,000 in like one night. Then I was doing videos every few months. Then it graduated a year later to every month. Then it graduated another year later to every week, and that's how we got here. Growing up, I was a nerd up until 12th grade. Then moved to the hood. Got beat up every single day for like 3 years straight. Got trained every day for 2 years straight, getting my ass whipped, learning how to fight. Became a low-level street enforcer hitman. Then got sick and tired of that life. Ran away, went to college. After that, became a petty criminal. Then met a girl. She changed my life. She had like this whole, like the whole family, upbringing, that type of stuff. So, changed my life. Became a busboy at a restaurant. Then became a waiter. Became a bartender. Was a bartender for 10 years. And then I got sick and tired of that shit. I had a criminal record. Convicted felon. So, started doing YouTube. Came into some money. Started drinking, partying too much. And checked myself volunteering into rehab. Had an issue. Me and my father came into some money. We had about $500,000 tied up in the courts. We were homeless for 2 years, which is the reason why I had to get partners, because I couldn't pay my cable bill and I wasn't going to be streaming fights. In fact, I couldn't even pay for my internet. Had 4 partners at the time, brought 2 of them out, only have 2 left now. I promised them, I said, hey, listen, y'all ride with me, we going to eat. It took a little longer than I expected, but hey, listen, I had issues. But now, I'm making sure that everybody who ride with me, or who has ruled with me is going to be taken care of. I didn't know how to do media stuff or websites or anything like that. But my job is this. Listen, the people who are running boxing in regards to promoting the fights, like, there's better ways. You need to reach out to the hardcore fans. That's what I do. That's why I do what I do with keeping the chat up on screen and everything like this, so people can know that, listen, the hardcore fans are the ones who are buying the fights. I hate streamers. Hate is a strong word, and I mean that. Because it's like those are the ones who talk about how much the fighters should be making, who's ducking who, but they don't buy the fights. So when I'm getting copyrighted for streaming press conferences for you guys, or not just having my videos blocked, but copyrighted, meaning an act of war to shut my channel down. It's like, yo, we got to sell these fights. My job is to sell fights. I've sent emails to Top Rank and Showtime. Now, Showtime's been cool, I do admit. It's a love-hate relationship where I understand. Like, there's some videos where, how can I put it? They'll like block the video. Or certain videos, they'll like monetize it. And then some ones, they say, all right, we'll let you eat. I'm cool with that. But if you just go copyright my shit, then that means you want my channel gone. We got an issue. I'm not, when it comes to, I'm going to say this humbly, and I hope that it's understood. We have an intellectual properties attorney. I didn't just come on YouTube just doing this willy-nilly. I've had 3 years of research, case studies. I know the law of fair use in and out. I know that my content is what's called, in regards to, if we were to go to court. So say, for example, right? Okay, let's just go look at this real quick before we go. Say, for example, where's it at? The last this is the reason, the main reason why I want to do this video. Plus, we haven't done one in a long time talking about what's been going on. But this right here. When they do stuff like this, it looks bad. Blocked worldwide. This is my Hooker versus Saucedo video. Here, let me move the chat down so you can see. I'm gonna knock Monkey Pablo out. Watch, he talking shit. So notice something here. So do you see? Okay, so let's go to 47, 46. So notice something here. Pay attention and look at this right here. But then also look right here. Pay attention. Pay attention.
Would Maurice Hooker have anything to keep Alex Saucedo off of him? And it seems as what we saw from the very first round, that if Maurice Hooker kept it in the middle of the ring, that he was the more superior boxer. I said this coming into the fight. Terrence Crawford is there, by the way. Him and Errol Spence, I got a video coming up on that. Him and Errol Spence had a little chat. But, damn, Abel Sanchez, having a bad year, bruh. But, look, he is. I'm feeling it, though. You know, career high payday, $1.2 million plus. Eddie Hearn is over there with him. The Zone.
So, there's multiple things wrong here. Now, to give the benefit of the doubt, there is a whole 50 seconds or so where it is playing the video, meaning the highlight. However, it's transformative enough because I'm talking over it and providing commentary. Also, this in particular portion in regards to okay, see, it's deep and it's complex, but long story short, I'm going to tell you right now, and I know that Top Rank's probably watching because I called them out on Twitter for it. Here, I'll show you. Is that I'm confident that we would win this case. And I do have the resources to fly out to wherever they wanted me to fly out to, and I do have the time, since obviously, you know, I have other finances outside of YouTube, to combat this. Let's see, where's it at? Wait, that's not the one. Wait, hold up. But the point I'm trying to make is Top Rank, for example, they have their press conferences and weigh-ins behind a paywall. You have to have ESPN Plus to watch their press conferences and weigh-ins. That makes no sense to me. So at this point in time, I was at about around 5 or 6 in the Claressa Shields fight when I saw this. I said this to Top Rank on Twitter. With all due respect, it is way too late for this. I was tired. I was covering the Claressa Shields fight at the time. And I have many fights to cover this season. Are we not familiar with the laws of fair use at Top Rank Boxing? And fair use. This is somebody referred me to them in regards to my fair use issue. Note, the volume is muted. The clip we just watched. I also can't type enough letters here. What we're talking about here. I am not the enemy. Another detailed email looms. Because another red flag is I emailed the head of digital marketing for Top Rank, and he didn't respond to my email. So understand me. I've dealt with many trials in multiple different situations in life. For example, I got another one coming up for child support, February the 25th, 1 year after I woke up from a coma. Crazy, right? So I'm willing to go to trial over this. Honestly, because I'm tired of it. Because if my channel gets shut down or if I lose several $1,000s, then fuck it, I'm going to just go cover movies or video games. But it's like, yo, I be having to watch some trash ass bullshit fights. And my job is to cover the fights and report on them. Not necessarily in my situation to make a profit. However, we do need to make a profit because I don't want to keep pumping my money into this business, sending people to events. These fighters need exposure, and that's my job. But when I'm getting copyrighted for like press conferences and media workouts, it's like, for example, like one thing I'm doing right now is I want to make sure Wilder versus Fury sells as many motherfucking pay-per-view buys as they possibly can. I'm going to literally, because I can do it. Major media members can't do it. I can bash the boxing public for not buying the fight and say you motherfuckers are scumbags, you streaming ass fucking leeches. I can say it. CBS, Yahoo, they can't say that type of stuff. But you know what? Like right now, with the way I feel, I gotta be loud. I put too much of my heart into this, my health, my life. And I already know what this business is going to come haters. People going to be like, ha ha, look at him. He can't get into events. His team can't get into events. Well, guess what? We ain't going to quit. Quitting gets you nowhere in life. It gets you nowhere. I ain't quit at nothing. We're still here. Guess what? No matter what you say about me, we still here. And we've kept up with the times. We're relevant. It's not like we're still here doing videos like we were 5 years ago. Look at where we were now and look at where we were 5 years ago. So imagine when we get 100,000 subscribers. I'm not going to be chasing around these boxers. We have some real big shit going on. And I can't talk about it because it was a confidentiality agreement. Yes, Tstreet doesn't always run his mouth all the time. There's a big sponsorship deal looming. There's some big shit going on this channel with this. It's 42,000 subscribers. There's some big shit going on, bigger than your favorite YouTube boxing channel. Love me or hate me, there's going to be a point in time very soon when it comes to boxing, you can't do nothing but see my face on YouTube. This is my world. So if you graduated from some college somewhere and you just got this digital marketing job, I can teach you. You can try to come over to this YouTube and copyright me and everything like that. You're going to make me a millionaire. The reason why I'm able to be this bold is because I'm confident that I know what I'm doing. For example, let's go look at my top videos, right? And I maybe put my channel in danger by doing this, but I want them to do it. I have many top ranked videos of fights that I've covered that have done high views, like Loma versus Rigo, Loma versus Linares, Crawford versus Horn, Crawford versus Ndangu. I've did those videos. But I feel, here's the theory, whether it may not be true or not, I feel, in my opinion, that they flagged this video and blocked it is because the non-top rank fighter won. But yeah, people say, Tstreet, you on Bob Arum's payroll. Tstreet, you on the Zone's payroll. Yo, I be dealing with some major shit trying to get you guys the boxing news. Even though I know, and I'm confident that we've provided immaculate, extensive coverage on Wilder versus Fury, they're still thinking about denying us credentials. But I got to do a live stream. This is Tstreet Controversy. This is Tstreet Controversy Live. But it's going to continue like it is. This is part one. I got another PSA announcement, part two, coming in a few days. We got to get loud. We look at this. You think, look at, what? I'm not doing this for my health.